The shoulder is a ball and socket joint with a pretty shallow socket, which allows us to have incredible shoulder range of motion. This joint is controlled by a set of muscles deep inside the joint called the rotator cuff. And when there have been injuries to those muscles, the shoulder can be painful, it can be hard to move, and it can be hard to raise your arm. Like any muscle or tendon, things take time to heal, and while things are healing, because of all that motion in the shoulder, it is critical that you keep your shoulder moving in order to prevent it from becoming stiff or even frozen. For that reason, we have range of motion exercises which will do the trick to keep your shoulder moving so that you can avoid having a stiff or frozen shoulder when your tendons and muscles are all healed. So today I'm going to show you a set of my favorite shoulder range of motion exercises. They're very easy to do. Let's jump right into it. First one we're going to do is called a shoulder pendulum. Start with a chair or even a counter. In this case, I'm going to use this table. I'm going to support my uninvolved, uninjured side on the table and just let my injured side hang down freely. Ease into it slowly, relax your muscles, let the weight of gravity just bring your arm towards the floor gently. And once you're in this position, start to move your body. You'll find that if you relax your shoulder, you can move your body and your arm will swing. I can swing forward and backward. I can shift my weight side to side to swing my shoulder left and right. I can do circles by shifting my hips. This is not the exercise circling your arm. It's using your hips with a relaxed shoulder. This is going to get the most motion in your shoulder. For the next exercise, we're going to use a prop, and I have a few different ones, from a standard cane to a pretty fancy shoulder range of motion device, an exerciser. And then this is a T-bar, just homemade, made of PVC pipe. I'm going to use that. This is a very useful and practical tool to have if you're ranging your shoulder. So we're going to do shoulder elevation. Place your fingers over the top of the bar. Use your other hand somewhere down low. And with your opposite arm, press this arm overhead. Now at this point, my right shoulder is doing all of the work, and I'm just basically hanging on with my left hand. Plane of motion is directly in front of your body with this one. This would be reaching to get a mug down from a high shelf or something like that. Next one we're going to do is shoulder abduction. This motion is abduction. So we're going to place our fingers right over the top of the T-bar and opposite hand down low, and using your opposite arm, the strength in your opposite arm, press until you're overhead and down. For this next one, we're going to do external rotation. This is external rotation here, and this one's easy. With your arm just hanging relaxed at your side, bend at the elbow, place your hand lightly over the edge of the T-bar or cane, and press with your opposite hand. If you keep your elbow close to your body and you're pressing, you are going to get that external rotation motion, which is what we're after. Internal rotation is reaching your hand behind your back. Now for most people, you're not going to need a cane or a stick to do this. You can just reach and grab with your opposite hand and start to pull your hand first across your body and then up. If it's difficult to get either arm back there, then you can definitely use the bar. Hold the bar in whatever range you can, and then using this hand, start to pull it across, just like that. This may be a good way to start. For an even simpler way of ranging your shoulder, just use your opposite hand. Interlace your fingers or hold tightly to your palm. I'm going to interlace my fingers, and I'm going to use this arm to basically bring this one overhead. And this one looks just like this. For our next few moves, we're going to do these laying down, and we're going to use the exercise bar for this one, but your cane or T-bar or even your other hand is going to be just fine. So just like in standing, I can hold onto the bar and use my opposite hand to bring this overhead. I can also hold the bar close together with both hands and using my uninjured side, press overhead. External rotation in this position is also easy. I'll show you on this side. I'm going to hold on to the handle of the exercise bar and use my opposite hand to guide this bar down and back. Abduction, which is this motion here, is also easy to do with the exercise bar. I'm going to move over so I have a little more table support under my arm. This one you might do in bed where you are going to have something underneath your arm the whole time. That's going to feel better. We're going to use our exercise bar or cane. Let your elbow straighten and then sweep your arm up out to the side. When you do this one, make sure that your thumb is leading the way, your thumb is up. That's going to clear some of the bony prominences in the shoulder so that you're not pinching those muscles or tendons as you go up, as opposed to doing it like this. Another move that's great for shoulder rotation, I'm raising the table, so you might do this at a higher surface at home, is get your elbow about midway between your hip and your shoulder. Prop it on pillows if you have a lower surface. So with my arm up, holding onto the exercise bar, I'm going to press this arm back like so. And this is more like a throwing motion, external rotation. Last one we're going to do is a finger wall walk. At the wall, using the fingers of the hand on your injured side, walk your hand up the wall and use that to range your shoulder. Once you come all the way up as high as you can go, you can let your hand flatten and you can just slide it down, or you can even support under your elbow when you go to lower. Gradually go higher as your shoulder feels better. These moves are for more than just rotator cuff problems of the shoulder. They could be for anything that's causing pain in your shoulder to keep your shoulders healthy and mobile. And hey, if you're looking for help figuring out your shoulder injury, whether it's bursitis or rotator cuff tendonitis, check out this video right here. That's going to give you lots of information to help you figure it out. As always, thanks so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.